Everyone, and welcome to Aviation. Today I'm going to make an inbox review for the F-105 D Thunderchief from Trumpeter 1/32 scale. It is a very large model and box in the same time. Trumpeter is telling us that we have 514 parts, and the model is going to be about 2 foot long and 13 inches wide. Inside the box we have 18 spurs, one clear, we have rubber tires, we have 4 edge, and obviously the instructions. The paint instruction and markings come in color, so that might come in handy. We have 2 marking options. First is the Polish glider from 1970 in Thailand, and the second one is Alice Joy from Thailand 1967. One good thing is that Trumpeter is giving us the colors in Federal Standard, Testros, Humbrol, Gunze, and Tamiya. One little thing that might become a little bit tricky for older modelers are all these instructions that are very tiny. So first you have to identify it on your instruction, and then come on and read it on the actual decal sheet. There are a lot of instructions, and there are a lot of decals for pylons, for weapons, for fuel tanks. These are the instructions typical to Trumpeter. As I said, we have 18 spurs inside. We also have 4 edge parts, rubber tires, an ammunition belt, a film for the cockpit. Here we have the ejection seat. It's quite simple. There are aftermarkets for it. Same thing is for the instrument panel. The cockpit assembly, you can go and buy a Quinta, which I already bought, and I'll show it to you at the end of the video. This is the M61 Vulcan cannon, the engine that you can actually display. You have the option of showing the refuel probe. Again, you can show the cannon as well. The wheelbase are very detailed from what I've noticed so far. But you can improve it with the scratch build. The only downside of this entire model is that Trumpeter opted to make a landing gear, a plastic landing gear. You do have slats and flaps, which are you can put in different options, in different positions, so it's going to look absolutely great. A lot of parts are movable. The rudder is the same. On the wheels you can actually see details on it, who's the producer of the wheel. Here we have the R14A radar. Again, you have an option to show it or not. When it comes to ordnance, there are a lot of options. You have the Snake Eye, the M117, napalm bombs, ECM pods, the AGM-45, and a lot of rails and pylons to attach it. these are the options that you can use to load the aircraft. Probably I will put magnets, the magnets, and try to change my payload as I like. As I said before, this one is a real big model. You do get a lot of plastic for what you're paying. I'll try to show you the details. So the model has a lot of panels. They seem to be in the right place on our first look, and every single panel line is riveted. I'll try to show you. So if you're a rivet counter, this is going to make your day. I did clip these two halves of the fuselage, which comes in left and right. The entire kit is from Great String, and I try to see how good it comes on, and to be honest, I haven't done anything to it. I just clipped them, and so far it looks fantastic. So this is going to be a nice project to work on. I know that the ladies say that size doesn't matter. In this case it does. This is the aft of the fuselage, and how is this? It's like this. So it is going to be a really big model. So as I said, size does matter. It was a big airplane, and you get a big model as well. Again, as I said, lots and lots of details on it. A nose cone. This just came detached. I think this is from the cockpit. These are the side panels from the cockpit. I think these are the internal bay. This aircraft was a Mach 2 capable attack aircraft, and it had an internal bay to carry one nuclear weapon. Never did, and usually they used it as a place to store an internal fuel tank to extend their legs. The canopy is nice, clear, transparent, very nicely done by Trumpeter. There are no mirrors or other details inside, but you do have rivets on the outside of the canopy. So again, this is going to look really nice once it's done. This purse comes in twice. These are the flaps, the main landing gear doors. Here are the stabilizers, horizontal stabilizers. Again, here you will be able to see lots and lots of details. Same thing for the control surfaces. I also clipped the wings to see if they fit nicely. They are. The model doesn't have too much flash. Actually doesn't have any flash. Probably it was one of the first that came on out of the molds. There we go. As I said, a lot of details on all the surfaces. Very nicely done by by Trumpeter. The inside, the underwing. Here we have pylons, center, some fuel tanks, some weapons. This is the same spur. Here we have the intake and the internal bay. Again, a lot of details in here if you want to open it. The exhaust, again, very nicely done. Here on these parts you can actually see that you have sunken lines as panels, and then you have raised rivets. To be honest, I think Trumpeter overdone themselves. The landing gear, the R14A radar, and here we have the Vulcan cannon, the 20mm cannon, the fuel probe. The engine again is very nicely done. It has a lot of gadgets on, well, not gadgets, more aggregates on the engine. You'll have the afterburner and the fuel, a couple of fuel lines or oil lines. But again, very nicely detailed. The rudder, again, nicely done by Trumpeter. This is the ejection seat. It's not really that great. You can find some aftermarket seats on it on the market. So here are other pylons and fuel tanks. I think this is a napalm container. This is the goodie box. Here we have 5 identical spurs with ammunition. You're going to have the AGM-45, you're going to have the M117 and the Snake Eye. In this box you will have the photo etch parts. You're going to have the rubber tires that you can actually see that the maker is Goodyear, and are the markings on it. Ammunition belt for the cannon, for the 20mm ammunition. Yeah, the tire front. Photo edge parts. The pins. On the market you will be able to find this product from Quinta. Is engineered 3D decal sheet, and they look absolutely amazing. These are the seat belts. go. Here are the panels, the side panels. These are brand new 3D decal improvements. And here is the masterpiece. The model will look absolutely great with this aftermarket. So as I said, they are 3D printed and they come in color. You can't get it wrong, and definitely I'm gonna make this model with an open canopy. Well, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the review. Definitely I will buy the later issue done by Trumpeter, which is the F-105G. It was released in 2010 if I remember correctly, and definitely I'm going to make an inbox review for this model. It's going to take to build this model. I know people that done it in about 300 hours, so it is a very nice project and it's going to look very great. Well, thank you for watching, and you can also find us on Facebook. See you soon and happy modeling. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you.